Carmise. Welcome back to my channel. No, hi guys. It's so windy outside in New York, guys. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow's supposed to be very, very windy and like 12 degrees. Ain't that crazy? Oh, child. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking about my driver's license, road test, all of that experience. Okay, before we get started, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know we're on the road to 1K subscribers, so make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the family, and make sure you guys turn on post notifications so notified every single time your girl uploads her videos. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm 16 and I'm going to take my permit test. It's like a written test, like with 20 something questions, probably just 20 questions, and you have to get more than enough correct to pass the test, and I did. So yay. So I got my permit at 16 and I got my license when I was 18 years old. Like, I've been like practicing my driving for like 2 years on and off, as you can see. So when I was 16, I was just practicing driving around or whatever, and then I think this was my senior year of high school where I was going to be taking my first road test, and I honestly do not remember. I know I did have a driver. I know I did go to driving school and all that, and I, you know, practiced with my driving instructor, and we went on the road. We did all these, you know, parking, parallel parking, K turn, whatever they call K turns. I just call them U-turns, but yeah, we did all that, and I have plenty of hours of practice with my driver's instructor, and I still failed my test. Not once, but twice. Not once, but twice. And the third time was lucky charm. I guess the first time he was like, I thought I was doing well. You know, when you do the parallel parking, you don't really have a car in front and a car behind. You just have one car in front, and then you will just have to parallel park behind it. I think I did that well, but what really screwed me up and made me lose the most points is that he said that, oh, you did not look in your rearview mirror before you switched lanes, blah blah blah. And I guess that's a big importance. Obviously it's important, because if you can't just be switching lanes without looking for cars coming, you know, that's how I got into a whole accident. It wasn't my fault, it was the person's fault. She did not look. First of all, she did not put on her signal, and she literally just hopped on me, like literally on my car, trying to switch lanes. I'm like, what are you doing, sis? Do you not see me? And she literally just bumped into me, and it's all because she did not look clearly. She did not look to see that I was there. She did not look to see that I was driving next to her or behind her or whatever, and she hit me. So it's very important to be looking in your rearview mirror, your, you know, your mirrors, to make sure that you can go. So I guess I wasn't really looking, but I thought I did. I think I did in my head, but he said I didn't. So that's why I got so many points taken off, and I did not pass that first time. And it was so funny because I've seen him at a concert at my high school. I literally went to a concert, the basic concert, Brothers and Sisters in Christ. I went to that concert and he was literally there, and I'm just like, is this the guy that freaking failed me? Is this the guy that freaking failed me? Really? The second time that I took my road test, I was driving, and apparently there was a boy on a bicycle, and apparently he was like, oh, you was about to hit that boy. I literally did not see the boy. Like, you know, maybe I just didn't see him, I don't know, but that was like the second reason. The third time was lucky charm. I was like, Carmise, you cannot fail this test again, because at this point my test was in October, and my parents got me a car in like September for school, because I guess they were confident or whatever, buying me a car, because I still didn't have my license, so they must have been for sure that I was going to get it. And you know, I was practicing driving to school with the car, and then my dad would drive back home, either way, I was still driving to school every day. I was driving myself to school with my parents in the car, and then they would take the car and go back home. And I would keep driving. I basically was driving, you feel me? And like, I don't know, I've been a good driver. I'm not saying I'm a good driver, but I knew how to drive. Like my parents like didn't like kept correcting me, they kept doing this, keep doing that. Like I was just driving. Like they'll come pick me up, I hop in the driver's seat and I'll drive home. And then vice versa, like to going to school, I'll hop in the car with my mom's car and I'll drive to school, and then she will go back home with the car. Like I was driving basically, but I was just driving my parents in the car, and I didn't have my license. So I was already like experienced with the road. I knew how to drive, but why did I keep failing my road test is the question. You know, I've been practicing on and off for 2 years now, and I was pretty confident I know how to drive. Like there's really nothing to it. Once you start driving, you keep driving, it's like nothing to you. It's like drinking water, literally. Like it's that easy to drive. So the third time around, I had a female driver. Oh, I think for the second time I failed it, I think he said I was driving too fast. I'm a fast driver, y'all. I'm guilty for that. I'm a fast driver. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a speeding ticket. I'll go with this ain't wood, but thank God I haven't gotten a speeding ticket or anything like that, because I am a fast driver. But I think he said I drove too fast. So the third time, I had a female driver and instructor or whatever, and you know, I'm in the same area, the same location, doing the same thing for the third time, and I finally passed it. I think she said that the only problem was that I was a little too close to the car when I parallel parked it. I was just like a little too close to it, because she was like, oh, what if there was like a car in front of them, and how would they be able to get out if you're so close to them? And I was like, you're right. But then she's like, okay, congrats, you passed, blah, blah, blah. She voided the ticket thingy. Yo, my heart, I was just like, finally. And then my driving instructor, he was like, did you pass? And I'm like, yeah, I passed. And he's like, yay. And I told my mom, I was like, oh, I didn't pass again. Like I told all my friends, I was like, oh, I didn't pass again, I failed. And they didn't believe me. I told my mom, like, going up the stairs, I was like, when I went up the stairs from my house, it was like this. I failed. And my instructor was behind me. His name was Joseph. And she was like, oh, she passed, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, you passed, blah, blah, blah. And we're celebrating. Not celebrating, but like we're happy. Because now I could finally drive my car by myself. And she wouldn't let me drive my car until my actual license came inside the mail. Until I got my actual license. So when this finally came inside the mail, I was dumb hype. When I first got in my car driving to school, I literally screamed. I was like, I literally screamed because I was so excited to be driving my car or whatever to school. And it was new, you feel me? And now I'm just driving like nothing. But I still, you know, be hitting my car and stuff. Yo, the amount of damage that I've done to my car is ridiculous. But I don't think I'm a good driver. I think I'm just like a okay driver, to be honest. When I'm driving on the road, I'm cool or whatever. I just be hitting my car like in unnecessary spots, you feel me? Like, you know, like on the side of the curb, or, you know, somewhere. Like I'm never like in traffic having accidents, if you know what I mean. I'm like just making accidents on my own, to myself. Like scratches on my car, blah, 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 dents in my car. You know, they're just coming from me. It's not from like me. It's not from like a car accident with 2 cars. So that's at least good that I'm not involving other people. And you know, I think I'm very decent driver on the road. I don't really like have altercations with people or anything like that. Not too much. Have some here and there, but not a lot. But anyways, that was my experience with getting my license. My road test, I had to take it 3 times, but I passed it out the 3rd time. 3 times a lucky charm. This is definitely 6. 3 times a lucky charm or whatever. But anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know we're on the road to 1K subscribers, so let's get there and have a big surprise for you guys and all that. So make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so you're notified every single time your girl uploads her videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.